When your machine just won't behave, here are 8 common causes and how to fix them. Welcome to the Sewing Whisperer and Session 2 in Mastering Your Industrial Straight Stitch Machine. In this tutorial, we'll cover the most likely problems and how to troubleshoot them step by step. Number 1, thread keeps breaking. Make sure the thread hasn't become tangled. This can happen if a fan's blowing or something brushes against the thread. Follow the thread path from the reel to the needle. Check it hasn't slipped around a guide twice. Run your finger down the needle to check for damage, bends, or if it has a burr on the end. If you've recently broken a needle, there may be a burr on the hole of the throat plate or in the bobbin shuttle. This may require a mechanic. Check your thread type and quality. Avoid cotton thread, it's too curly for industrial machines. Old and dusty thread breaks easily and clogs moving parts. Number 2, machine skip stitches. Skip stitches are usually a needle problem. Check you're using the correct needle type and size for your fabric. Knit fabrics use a ballpoint needle. Heavy fabrics use a larger needle. Lightweight fabrics use a smaller needle. Make sure you have the correct needle for your machine and that it's inserted correctly, and refer to your manual for this. Number 3, needle keeps breaking. This is usually caused by using the wrong needle size for your fabric. Remember, heavy fabrics need a larger needle. If you've recently hit a pin, zip or button, the machine timing may be thrown out. You'll know if the timing's out when the hand wheel is turned and the needle strikes metal. In this case, call a mechanic. Number 4, threads tangle when you start sewing. If your machine doesn't have automatic thread trimming, place threads under the foot and pull them gently to the back. Hold the threads and pull gently as you start sewing. Begin your back stitch a few millimeters in from the fabric edge to avoid the edge being pulled into the throat plate hole. Number 5, needle keeps coming unthreaded. For machines with automatic thread trimming, loosen the pre-tension assembly slightly. If the thread tail's too long, tighten it. For machines without thread trimming, make sure the take-up lever is at the very top before removing your work. This makes it easier to pull your fabric away and prevents it unthreading next time you sew. Number 6, tension problems. If stitches look wrong on the underside, it's usually the top tension issue. Check the threads sitting between the tension discs, not outside. Industrial tension dials don't have numbers, so adjust by turning to the right to tighten and left to loosen. Always test on a scrap of fabric. If stitches look wrong on the top side, the issue is the bobbin. Remove the bobbin and make sure it's turning the right way, usually clockwise, but check your manual. Ensure the thread's in the slot and around the hook. Perform the drop and stop test. The bobbin should drop slightly, then stop when jiggled. Adjust tension with the larger screw, right to tighten, left to loosen. Number 7, fabric won't feed. Machine stitches in one spot. Check the feed dog teeth. They can loosen and tilt, preventing them from gripping the fabric. Tighten the screws to reset. I found this to be such a common problem in the classroom. Students would often say their fabric wasn't feeding, and when I checked, the teeth would have vibrated loose and all they needed was to be tightened up. Under the presser foot, there are no teeth. When starting on a corner or collar point, gently pull the fabric with a pin until the teeth can grip. Pressure foot pressure. If the fabric moves around under the foot, the pressure on the presser foot is too light, and if it's too heavy, it will leave teeth marks on the fabric. To adjust the pressure on the presser foot, for medium weight fabrics, leave the pressure at the factory settings. If sewing lightweight fabrics, release the pressure on the presser foot by turning the dial to the left to loosen the pressure. When using heavyweight fabrics such as denim or canvas, increase the pressure by turning the dial to the right. Number 8, machine sluggish or sounds like it will jam. Time to clean and oil. Most modern industrial straight sew machines have a self-lubricating system with a bath of oil underneath. There's an oil check window at the top of the machine which should show oil bubbling around as you sew. Check the oil level in the bed of the machine. Carefully lift the machine back and rest it on the support peg. To top up the oil on my machine, unplug and pour oil into this spot. The oil level should sit halfway between the maximum and minimum guidelines. Carefully return the machine to the table. Cleaning. If you've been using a fluffy fabric and there's a build-up of fluff and dust around the bobbin shuttle, use a brush to remove the dust and place a couple of drops of oil into the bobbin shuttle. It also pays to remove the throat plate quite often and clean around the teeth to remove the build-up of fluff. To do this, under the screws on the throat plate, you may need a right angle screwdriver to access the back screw. Open the slide plate by pushing it up from underneath and sliding it to the left. Remove the throat plate. Clean around the teeth with a brush. Run the machine without thread to distribute the oil. That's a wrap on troubleshooting your industrial straight stitch machine. Let me know in the comments if you've had any machine problems or if I've missed a solution. Next up, we'll be starting a brand new playlist all about pockets. We'll cover every style you can imagine and finish with a garment featuring some of the pockets from the series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the pocket playlist.